You know, if you turn second left down the High Street, just past the old pub called the Swan, there's a memorial to my Uncle Albert. and though we've got many heroes, he was one. He wasn't a chap prone to boasting. He stood up at only 5 foot. But those 5 feet were covered in glory, as you'll hear when his old comrades meet. But there's a stain on the floor of the barroom. There's a cap in a case by the door. There's a verse on a stone in a churchyard in memory of one who's no more. Now, it was the time of the first Yankee moon when, well, there was racing from Catholic as well. And I backed the 6th of our favourite, and he was, until he fell. Never mind, it was the night of the championship darts match, and the bar of the club was jammed full. We were playing at home in the final, and we started being nearest the bull. The oohs and the ahs rent the silence as both teams they wrestled with might. A game to remember forever, even those that were tight. I can see the people are obviously thinking Anderson's gone into the foreign language section. Never mind. The nail that was holding that dartboard, it bent with an ominous creak, and there wasn't another to replace it, at least not straight to hand, so to speak. So up spoke the club's concert chairman, renowned for his improvised wit. He says, "Oh, shove old Albert beneath it. With his height, he was just about fit." The crowd looked round at poor Albert. The secretary got right to the gnome. He says, "If he doesn't, this match will be forfeit. Away, Albert, for the honour of the club." Why, Albert had no need of thinking. His blood rose to answer the call, and he jams his heat underneath that dartboard, crying for Queen, club, country and all. But there's a stain on the floor of the barroom. There's a cap in a case by the door. There's a verse on a stone in a churchyard, in memory of one who's no more. Not flinching, not moving, he stood there, except once when he went out the back, until the game flowed in our favour and the opposition was starting to crack. Now all that was needed for victory was a 5 and a double 16. The 5 was obtained very easy, then silence fell over the scene. The player squared up with his arrows. It was Sidney, Albert's own son, who played very well the whole evening. Until now, when something went wrong. Well, it might have been all the excitement, or some smoke got into his eyes, or he might have been his new wellies, but he slipped just before he let fly, and Albert stood transfixed in horror as he watched that oncoming dart, and his teeth gnashed in pain as it hit his gold chain and ricocheted up through his heart. There's a stain on the floor of the barroom. There's a cap in a case by the door. There's a verse on a stone in a churchyard, in memory of one who's no more. Did he fall like a bird when it's wounded? Did he cry out in the midst of his pain? Nah, he gritted his teeth and he whispered, "Away, son, finish the game." Albert's blood dripped down his waistcoat as Sidney took aim and threw, hitting double 16, sweet, neat and clean, though how he felt nobody knew. "Someone grab Albert," cries the steward. "Hold him up, right? Put him up by the armpits, because if he falls, he's going to damage that board." Yes, there's a stain on the floor of the barroom. There's a cap in a case by the door. There's a verse on a stone in a churchyard, in memory of one who's no more. Thank you.